Good morning, Facebook. Oh, let me get my microphone set up here. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I had an appointment this morning, but it got rescheduled for tomorrow. So I figured I'd come on here and do a Facebook Live with you guys. Let me see. Make sure that we are live. So let's talk about the US dollar. Let's talk about all this inflation. If you go and you check my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, you're going to see some numbers that I posted up. Let me see if I can share that with you guys. Hold on. I got some comments on there as well. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to take a look at this real quick because this is inflation. This is the rate at which things over the course of the last few months, over the course of the last year, the rate at which things have become more expensive. So we take a look at some of these. We take a look at shelter, at food, electricity, gas utilities, new cars, used cars, rental cars, gas. Gas is up 49.6%. Hotels up 25.5%. Why is this important? Why is this something that you should be concerned about? Well, the reason why I put in my comments on this video is the US dollar turning into monopoly money. The reason I say that is because today the US dollar is not backed by anything. You see, back in the day, the US dollar was backed by gold. What does that mean? Well, that means that for every US dollar, you would be able to buy XYZ amount of gold. Why was that important? That was important because you knew that regardless of what happened in the economy, you could always redeem XYZ amount of dollars for XYZ amount of gold. Why is that important? Well, because gold is not an unlimited supply of currency. Gold is limited. There is only so much gold available. So when you tie in the amount of dollars to the amount of gold, it keeps things like this from getting out of control. When I say things like this, I'm talking about the rate at which things are getting drastically more expensive. So when the gold and the US dollar are on par, it keeps things like this from happening. Why? Because you restrict the government from printing loads and loads and loads of money. This, however, changed in 1971, if I'm not mistaken, when President Nixon said, we're doing away with the gold standard. That's what it was called, the gold standard. We're doing away with it. And so now the US dollar is backed by whatever value we as a government or we as an economy give it. Why is that a problem? Well, it's a problem because when that happened, the US government basically said, we can print as much money as we want. It doesn't matter how much money we print. We can print money as we need it. And if we run out of money, we're just going to print more. And that's actually what happened in 2020. See, 2020, and I understand that COVID was something that maybe just wasn't planned for. Maybe it was. I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. But 2020 is a situation where the US government used it as, I don't want to say they used it as an excuse, but they used it as a situation where money needed to be printed in vast quantities. Well, since there's nothing backing up the the US dollar is just backed by whatever the government says is backed by, basically whatever value we give it. They can print as much US dollars as they want. And that's what we did in 2020. Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? I don't know. But what I'm telling you is that these are the consequences of printing about 25% of the money that's in circulation today in 1 year. These are the consequences. So then the question that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, is, are things getting more expensive, or is the US dollar just worth less? I mean, the end result is still the same. The end result is still the same. What a dollar bought you yesterday, it doesn't buy you today. Why is this important? Why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because I need you to understand the importance of being financially aware of what's happening around you, because it's super important and it's super critical. And so many people walk through life without having any concept of finances whatsoever. You see, I got into the financial game through life insurance and annuities, and those are still products that I have a lot of conviction and just products that I love, products that I utilize, not only products that I've recommended to people before, but also products that I own myself. But throughout this process as well, I've always made it a point to educate myself on everything else that's happening around us. Why? Because I want to be able to have intelligent conversations with people. I want to be able to have intelligent conversations with clients. I want to be able to share the knowledge that I have and be able to get opinions from them and be able to help them through a process and help them through their finances, not just limited to whatever services we can offer, but also to just whatever knowledge I can share with them to make their situation better. And these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, these numbers are scary numbers. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is transitory. It's not going to last forever. Well, it may or it may not, but we're talking about another stimulus package, which means we're just adding more fuel to the fire. And the more money we print, the more of this we're likely to see. Now, also, another reason why this is happening is because there isn't a lot of supply of things. Like, for example, 2020 put a stop to pretty much everything, which put a stop to car production, which means that when there's limited supply and there's high demand, same as the real estate market. We take a look at the real estate market and why it's gone up so drastically. Well, because there's not a lot of homes. There's a lot of buyers, but there's not a lot of homes. When there's a lot of buyers and there's not a lot of homes, prices go up. So that's pretty much what's happening here. And once again, I share this with you because you have to be aware of this stuff. You have to make sure that you are aware of what's happening around you so that you can plan, accommodate, make changes, do what you need to do to put yourself in a situation to win. At the end of the day, the videos that I make for you guys, once again, they're not intended for you to do business with me. They're intended for you to learn, for you to get better, for you to be more aware. But these are the numbers. This is very, very real. You need to be aware of your finances. You need to stop spending money on stupid things. You need to be more frugal. You need to save more money. You need to do a lot of things that are going to put you in a better financial situation to succeed. Quit making everybody else wealthy. Quit making Louis Vuitton wealthy. Quit making Jeff Bezos wealthy. Quit making all of these people wealthy. I'm not saying don't buy a Tesla. I'm not saying that. But if it's between buying a Tesla or buying Tesla stock, probably be better if you bought Tesla stock. Just food for thought. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Is the US dollar turning into monopoly money? Well, it's definitely less valuable today than it was 2-3 years ago. So, for what it's worth. All right, guys, you have a beautiful Tuesday. Got some people messaging me here on some of the stuff that we're doing. So, let me go attend to business. But you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.